Growing in polytunnels and greenhouses is a really good idea to help elongate our growing season. However, there are a few things that we need to do to make sure that we are maintaining these areas. Now, I've had this polytunnel for coming up to 4 years now, and it's really time to replenish this soil. We think about what we tend to grow in polytunnels and greenhouses, they tend to be the same things, and that means that our soil needs more nutrients. Now, ideally what I'd like to do sort of in springtime is remove the old soil because it might be harbouring some nasty bacteria which will affect my plants going forward, and then replenish it. But what I have at this time of year is I have got flooding. Now, back in 2018, 2019, I actually had flooding on this area, and I did have my fruit bushes and my dahlias down here, which I had to quickly pull up and move somewhere else. Now, looking at my neighbour's plot at the moment, his is actually underwater, whereas mine isn't, and that's simply because as a result of that previous flooding, I raised all of my growing areas, including in the polytunnel. Having said that, the water table here is really high, and because we've had so much rain, the ground is saturated and it's coming up from underneath. So just stepping in this area, I have actually been sinking. So I've had to replenish my wood chip path in here, and rather than removing the soil because I need to build it up, I've actually gone no dig. It wasn't the plan in here, but I can't be removing any soil because I need to be raising it. So it's very difficult to actually remove a lot of the foliage that was in here. I did as much as I could, but again, I was sinking as I was doing it. So the cardboard has gone down, the compost has gone on the top, and actually it's raised the area really quite nicely. So this is a 3 metre by 6 metre polytunnel, which means I've got about 1 metre on this bed here, 1.5 metres on the other side, and it's taken about 16 bags of the 50 litre peat-free compost. But I've also gone quite thick on this as well, thicker than I would have done outside in my growing area on no-dig beds. And that's because I'm trying to raise the levels rather than having them getting waterlogged. So all that really remains for me to do is I need to finish off this side, and then I'm actually season ready with my polytunnel.